Editors. I believe it was 7 years ago, the last time Danielle Mueller had been here. Danielle spent some time in a Czech prison, I believe. I mean, you were working in Czech Republic.
It's all good.
But she's back.
Yeah, it's all cleared up.
We also have a very, very rare and sort of spine-tingling thrill. A legend of apple bobbing, Callagy style, has returned from 10 years outside the hood and back. Monica Griffin. Remember that the rule of the party is anyone who's ever been here once is welcome forever. Okay? That's not true, mind you, but that's what we say.
It's good PR.
It's a story. It's a story. Okay. We begin each year with the plunge of the skull. This was my old neighbor. And yeah, the leaf blower got to me one day and I just lost it. Anyway, we have his skull.
It's okay, Chris. Don't be disappointed.
No, yeah, I'm frank. I'm not going to let guilt trip somebody. He got out of line, and he got what he deserved. This is a gift from Ashley to the house some years ago, which scared the hell out of us when we got it.
We said, she's okay.
Who is this girl? He brings skulls into the house. So, this is how we begin. All right.
Nice play.
Get ready, Fallon. That ain't nothing, girl. Okay. Now, 25 years. I want to thank everybody for coming. It's an unbelievable joy to have almost every one of you here.
I get it.
Much understood. And, well, to have a few of you here. It's a joy.
I mean this.
No, from the bottom of the cauldron. Okay, I'm going to go over the rules in a minute, but I just want to say thank you for coming. Matt has been here a lot, but great to see you and your daughter.
Yes,
Natalie, who's here for her first. Thank you, Leo and Fallon, for coming for your first time. It's fantastic. Fallon, how old are you?
9.
Okay. I met Mario when he was your age. Yes, I am that old. Not that you had any doubts.
Don't ask for a soda, though.
And he was impolite and a punk. So nothing changes. We are who we are. But it was great. But it's amazing. That's the sort of thing that happens over years when you realize he was 9 years old. And, you know, not anymore. Bridget, welcome to your first Bob girl. At least outside the room. And I'm not sure if Reenie's in the car or right there. Okay. Now, that's the amicable part of the evening. From now on, showtime, war.
It gets ugly.
Okay. If you can bear with what is a very long night, you'll be absolutely ready to kill yourself or me by the end of it. How many bobbers do we have, Ron?
14 aside.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
We've had more a couple of years, but we've had less a number of years. So we're going to try to move it along. We'll stop every 3 or so bobs, so after 6 people have bobbed, 3 on each team, we'll stop and give you a rundown of the time so everybody has a sense of who's ahead and who isn't. But we'll keep it going as best we can. Okay. Every year, and especially since Mario told me I had to do it every year, I have to repeat, the little spiel about Halloween. First off, today, hey Leo.
Yeah, buddy.
Today
Today is in the Catholic and Christian world, but in the Catholic world, it's All Souls Day. So you have, All Hallows Eve, All Saints Day, All Souls Day, and these 3 days are sort of traditionally associated with the changing of the seasons and the honoring of the dead, which is also built on things like Halloween, which is an ancient festival. But it's All Souls Day, so I want us all to give it up for the souls in purgatory. Come on!
We're pulling for you.
I don't think they get enough, applause, You tried. So good luck to them. Okay. Most of you guys know that Halloween was a Celtic festival. And in the Celtic language, it's called Samhain. All right, so you hear that now more than you ever heard it, but it's just the Celtic New Year, every culture the world over is celebrating the change of seasons, and you have the New Year at the end of harvest time. And that's what Samhain was for the Celts. It's what Rosh Hashanah is for the Jews. It's what...
Oh, very good. I see my that's part of the
Hey,
year.
shofar, show good?
I'll bring it next year.
No, sorry. But every culture, how could you not celebrate the change of seasons and make sense of what changes and what happens? So that's what we celebrate tonight in the Feast of Samhain. Now I'm going to, just to keep it going and scare the crap out of you. After all, it's Halloween. Last year I was saying, not that anyone remembers, but I was saying that, interestingly enough, Samhain is related in the Irish language to summer. So we have a little different season here than they do there, but nonetheless, what this feast was really the end of summer. Right? And their year divided, this is the new year, so it ended with the end of what they call summer and begins what they call Samhain. But you head towards winter, and same thing here. But this is for them really the end of the harvest and the end of summer. But Samhain as a word is related to the ancient civilization of Sumer. The Sumerians, all that stuff. Same word. Because the Sumerians traced their development and their ancestry to the Ukraine. And which wasn't the Ukraine, I guess, but whatever it was. But the river Samsara, or Samara, I'll get it right, that flows. And that tends to mean, out of the ancient language of Europe, the river in flood, which is what summer is. It's when the waters are plentiful. That's it. So now they're not. Things start to dry and die and decay, and it's not summertime anymore. We're entering a different season, so that's what we're doing. Even the Japanese have it, and the Buddhists talk about samsara. It's the world of suffering, the cycle of suffering. It's the flow and the cease of the flow. The world over, kind of cool, the word is basically the same. Okay, so we're celebrating the end of summer.
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
Welcome. Why didn't you guys get a shock of shocks?
Ruined it all.
Okay,
He was on a roll today.
that was going pretty good there, man. Did you pay them to come at that moment? Okay. All right, so end of summer, the flow of the water, the cycle of life, suffering. That's what it's all about. Now we enter a different period. Okay, Halloween, the reason we're dressed like, ghosts and goblins is because in the Celtic tradition, this was said to be, and still is said to be, and by the way, it is, the time of year when the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. Which, of course, is true when you think about it. The whole earth around us is beginning to slow down and die, or at least go dormant until spring. So the whole belief was this is when the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead is thinnest, and so thin that on this night the dead are said to walk the earth. All right, so it's when the spirits come together. But turning it into the ghoulish things we do is kind of ridiculous, because really it's a beautiful notion. Who among us hasn't had someone they lost to death? If you haven't, you will. Well, according to that way of thinking, you are closer to them today than you would be at any other time of the year. It's kind of a nice thing. It can be a comforting thing.
I gotta go.
So that's what it's about. All right, with that said, I want to thank everybody who, and just that's probably everybody who brought food and drink. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody in their costumes. Thank you for your creativity. Everybody who traveled, some large distances and some pretty good distances, but anybody, thank you very much for doing that. And we want to thank my sons for their ongoing enthusiasm for gathering and having fun and celebrating these things. Because without them, it would not happen. I want to thank my daughter for moving. No. No. Sometimes you say something you don't even know. How am I supposed to speak with Batman standing in front of me? I thank Nora for putting up with her brothers.
Yes.
And for sharing so happily in the traditions, and your friends who have come, and Danielle again here tonight, and other people over the years. But not surprisingly, and known to you all, whatever work there's done for these parties is done about 97% of it by my wife, who is the heart and soul. I guess I don't do anything, right? I guess I just don't do anything.
Well, that would be 100%.
So, thank you very, very much. All right. With that said, we're going to go into the rules real quickly. I'm not giving any more tips unless they spill out. I leave that up to you veterans for your own caucus. I'm sure you took care of that. But the basic rule is you have 60 seconds to put your head in that cauldron and come up with an apple in your mouth that you present to me for a discernible pause, which, believe me, I'm quite liberal in interpreting. But it can't just be up and, it has to be up and shown, and that's good. That's a completed bob. I hit the stopwatch. I try to let it run a little bit for the ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Done well.
They'll never know.
Yeah. But that's it. Pretty simple. 60 seconds, get your head in there, get an apple, present it, done. Part of the fun of it is every time you present, some of you may bob more than once, but every time you present your apple, you then get to, everyone throws a dart. If you hit either the red or black bullseye, you erase your time. So if you took 60 seconds to get your, or 59.9, whatever it would be, if you did that and then you throw a bullseye, you had a 0-second bob. Basically, if you hit that bullseye, your chances of winning as a team are just incredibly enhanced. Mm-hmm. So you're going to come up blinded by water, you're going to be handed a dart, and you're going to toss it and probably almost kill people. That's the rhythm. But you're also invited to demonstrate in whatever creative way you want your experience of bobbing, because at the end of the night, there are 3 awards. One for the fastest woman bobber, the Bobbing Hen. One for the fastest male bobber, the Bobbing Rooster. And the so-called Sauk na Sound, or Hawk of Halloween, for the greatest artistic presentation of the apple. We've had some legendary performances. I will say this as a kind of tip. The Council of Elders, those over 30, okay, Connor, you're in.
All right. Thank you, Dad. Don't raise the limit now.
But the Council of Elders over the years has looked very favorably upon a performer who manages to incorporate whatever they do into their persona as costumed.
Yes, you must.
Okay? That's looked very favorably. But you're free to do whatever you want. So you're encouraged to do something and then on to the next bobber. All right, any questions so far? Good. All right. The single greatest rule is the Monica rule. And that's why we are so lucky tonight. As Thumbo Griffin. Because, Monica, I owe you an apology. For years, we've been abusing you here.
I'm honored. I'm a lord, a legend.
But the reason I owe you an apology is because you're hardly the only violator of this.
Correct.
I say it every year because it's true. The women are notorious violators of the Monica rule. I have never, did I do it once? I don't think I've ever called violation because the penalty for breaking
It was only on Monica.
Oh, yes.
To be fair, there was like 7 violations. It's okay, the next one, no matter what.
She was incorrigible. I had nothing else I could do. But if you break the plane of the cauldron, if you break with your hands the lip of the cauldron, you have violated the Monica rule. Your hands stay outside, below the lip, usually best around these raised bosses of plastic that you hold like that, or here, or whatever, but not here. If you violate that, you could be subject to a 60-second penalty, which, like wiping your time out with a bullseye, helps you win. A 60-second penalty almost guarantees defeat. So please don't rely on, he won't call me a Monica. Nobody can be as bad as Monica. Yeah.
Different with me here.
So that's the Monica rule. Okay, the other thing is, which is very helpful, the apples will be bobbing along as they do. And you may not like it. First time bobber may not know what the heck I'm looking at, but you experienced bobbers are going to say, no, I like a certain configuration of apples. You can adjust by request where they are bobbing. Just say, I'd like a shake, and I'll go, and I'll shake the cauldron, and then we go. Those of you who've done it, your veterans know it full well, this is how it's going to happen. I'm going to say, tell me when you're ready. And you're going to be standing there, getting ready, and then you're going to look up and just give me a nod or whatever, or say whatever you want. But as soon as you tell me you're ready, I'm going to say, get ready, get set, go get your apple. Get ready, get set. On the good of go get your apple, you're in there. You don't have to wait for me to finish. Go get your apple. Get ready, get set, go, bam, you're in the cauldron. Everybody got that?
Aye.
Very good. Okay, now, this year we're going to have a little wrinkle. Everybody comes up, everybody throws a dart, try to wipe out your time.
Why do I have to?
After what?
Do it card.
You don't
Oh,
have to.
yeah. Well, you will have to.
No, the females actually, none of you guys can throw a dart.
Okay. Well, you know what, Fallon? We'll throw them at you. That works better, I think. We just throw darts at you. No? All right. Okay. You do your presentation, you do your little dance, whatever you're going to do, you throw. But this year, as in past years, we've had each team designates beforehand the so-called silver dart of Nodor, who gets to come up, and when the captain calls, we call silver dart of Nodor. Right after one of you guys have gone, you may want to wipe out that time. Silver dart of Nodor. And you have to designate now, Captain, are you Captain Shannon?
Yes.
Who is your silver dart of Nodor?
Nora.
Nora is one of the 3 people ever to hit the bullseye.
No pressure.
3, right?
3, you got it.
Okay.
Trivia question.
Captain Steve, who is our silver dart of Nodor?
You would be, sir.
I'm going to swear as a silver dart of Nodor. Okay. Now there's a wrinkle. This year, after 2 sub 2-minute bobs,
2-second, Bob's, you're good.
2-second bobs.
2 minutes.
Thank you, Butch.
He's got it.
Either 2 flat or anything less. A 2-second bob. After 2 of those for your team, you then get an additional chance to wipe out a score by throwing a dart, and that person is called the rusty dart of Nodor. And the reason we went from silver to rusty is because for the rusty dart of Nodor, the other team calls and designates that thrower. So we will name your rusty dart thrower, and you will name ours. Brilliant. So we're going to
That's the second time the
no children can be designated. Thank you.
bullseye.
Okay, so that's the, and, go ahead.
It's the Rusty Dart of Nordor is a non-bobbing participant.
Yes.
Unless you had 100% participation, which I don't think will be the case.
But it'll be someone who has not bobbed will be picked. Get ready, Karen.
Gee, thanks. Why didn't you tell me that?
And
then the other thing is that for the rusty dart of Nodor, to make it interesting, it's not a bullseye that you're aiming for. Okay? It's a number. And the number will be designated by the opposition. So we're going to call who your rusty dart thrower is, and we're going to give that person a number. And you got to hit the number. You hit the number? Yeah. Wipe out the time.
And then the worst bob up to that point. The worst bob up to that point gets a chance to.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sorry, you didn't wipe out the time.
Yeah.
Forgive me. But that's why it's good to have you guys around. What that enables the person to do is whoever had the high bob gets to come up and have a do-over.
Redemption.
It doesn't wipe it out. If you rusty dart, if you hit the number, which is not that tough to do, but if you hit the number, your high bob comes up if they want to, and they get a second shot at a better time. Does that make sense?
What if it's higher? Higher time stick?
The higher time stick.
When does it have to be used? Or when can it be
Okay.
used?
We said at any point, right?
At any point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any point. Now, your captain's going to have to say, Rusty Dart of Nodor. Okay? And then we will name your...
But once that rusty dart is called, it's the team. It's whatever your worst time is at that point.
Yeah, not the whole competition.
That's
at
the
that point.
at that point when it's called. The person who goes up to the reach to re-bob, they had to have already bobbed.
The latest you can call is probably your last, before your last bob.
Yeah, it would have to be the next to last person, right?
Depends, because
Before your last bob.
We golden apple bob last, so therefore
okay. Now, here, because it's new, when you call it, we'll briefly review it so we all know what's going on.
Makes sense.
Cool. Okay. Now,
but you can call it last.
Yeah, that's good.
the other thing is, we have golden apple bobbers. And those of you who've done it before know that each team designates a golden apple bobber. That's when all the apples are removed except for a golden apple. And now it's mano a manzana. You go in and get the one apple, which is no easy thing to do. So, ladies, who is your golden apple bobber?
Fiona.
Fiona, all right. Steve, do you know who we got?
Ronan's been doing it.
Ronan's got the golden apple bobber.
You got it, man.
So, sounds complicated in a way, of course it really isn't. It's just about your name gets called, come up, get wet, and get an apple, and we'll get a towel for you.
We'll figure out the rest.
You know, you figure it's probably on average 58 seconds.
Oh, look at this guy.
Hello.
That towel.
Got the gear this year.
Okay, what am I forgetting? We're good?
I think we're good.
All right.
It was a nice sentiment.
Now, if anybody, everybody always has the right, if someone's not feeling well and they want to go last, and then we'll change water, or you want to go first.
Yeah, right.
Or I don't know, however it works best. So you don't feel you're going to get sicker, because not that you're going to die from bobbing for apples, but it would be, you know, I guess less germ-filled if you went first than if you went last. But then again, if you're sick and you go first, you poison everyone else. So there's that, too. You might want to wait till the end. So if anyone wants to do that, speak to your captain and adjust your roster. Okay, we're all good. All right, good.
That's it.
Now, for all children who would like to participate, you are welcome to. But you don't have to worry that you're going to hurt your team with your time, because we'll let you know what your time is if you want, but it's not going to hurt your team if you're worried about that. Okay? It's not going to hurt anybody, so you're free to do it.
You got to get the double digits before we start getting there.
Also, a bridge, I was like, get 2 seconds. We were counting it. We double up. Now, here's the other thing. Some children have come up and just splashed. Some children have come up and bobbed. I remember Aiden going like, boom.
He went for it.
But, you know, so you're welcome to do it, but I'd like you to do it to start. Get the children up first if you want to do it. So any children interested in getting wet?
Yeah. And I will say this, the women, you guys have won last year, so you get to elect to bob first or last. It's your call. Typically, would you want me to throw out the typically?
Yeah.
Typically, there's a home field advantage. You get to see what the last bobber does before your golden apple, so there's an advantage to being going second.
It's like
Unless you want to set the tone. It's your call.
No pressure.
Okay, I need,
Yeah, okay, second.
All right, second. So that would mean Leo would be up.
I like that reverse psychology. I like it.
Oh! Go get those arms.
oh yeah!
Yeah, let's go.
All right, go ahead, Leo, here we go.
Go get those arms.
You do the official on his pocket set.
Get ready. Get set. Go get your apple.
Get it. Go ahead and get it.
Let's go, Leo! Ready for it?
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Pick your apple. Get your apple.
Go get it.
Oh, Jenny got it. Jenny, go.
Get it. Got it.
Well done, bud.
That'd be cute as the title.
You're gonna sleep on.
Andrew, just wait till you.
If you're not smiling at that, like, I don't know, like, that's adorable.
Okay.
Alright.
Richard.
Bob in your sleep?
This might be the
If it's anything like her baptism, she'll wake up.
All right, Bridget. Get ready.
Don't worry. Step off.
Go get your apple.
So not gonna
He's going
Nice.
Yes, we're having God.
That's so sweet. Oh, pretty girl.
All right, Natalie.
Thank you, Fiona.
Beautiful girl.
Don't worry, Mandy, you'll have your turn.
Wait, what?
All right, now.
Second match.
Get set. And go. Get your
Go, Natalie.
Go on, Natalie. There you go.
Go get it.
Get it. Double.
I remember I was over
I have these nightmares.
Okay. I think we're fouling, right?
Foul.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Ready?
Get low, get low.
Take a deep breath. Get ready. And go. Get your nice.
Get in, get in, you good?
Get your hands up.
Nicely, well done. That's better than a lot of men I've seen going.
Very nice.
A 12-second bob. Alan, would you like to throw a dart? Would you like to throw a dart?
Get it out there. Let's go.
Okay, let's throw it in there. All right, folks.
How are you awake, Bridget?
Where are we going with 6?
Wait, hold up here.
Get ready for the big leagues.
Ladies, who's your first bobber?
6 bob.
Danielle, you're after Fallon to go bobbing here.
Yeah, we go
Oh,
first.
sorry. You elected to go.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
What's up?
Just know you know what to do.
All right, Steven. Run. Give the man some face. He knows what he's doing. He's knows what he's doing. He's been here before. He got it.
It's my roommate.
Play golf? Yeah.
I'm Burgundy.
Yeah.
Did a sub 2
Come
seconds.
on, man.
Before you went in.
Oh, yeah.
60% of the time. Prettier?
It's getting foggy.
Real fun.
There will be no touching of the hair or the face.
You just touch the hair.
You got it.
Something new with my hair.
Let's go.
All right, Steven.
Remember your technique. Don't let anything
Come on, Steven, get us started.
All right, Steve-O.
Steven, you know the deal.
Go, Steve, go set the pace.
I would take a little shake.
All right. All right, Steven.
Steve-O, get it.
Let it move it a little bit.
Coming around.
There you go, a little bit. I sound like Robert De Niro. A little bit, Steven.
Steve, yeah, you got this guy swinging from the left over here. He looks pretty.
We know.
Come on, Steven.
All right, get ready, get set, and go! Get your ass!
Let's go, Steve! Let's go, Steve!
Watch the hair.
It's all you.
You got it. You got it.
Hang with it. Hang with it.
Oh, Bob! Oh!
Breaking news, everybody. I just want to let you know. You want to know what love feels like? Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight. New delight. My motto's always been when it's right, it's right. I went through the middle of the cold dark night. And everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And knowing night is always gonna be there anyway.
making spots. All right, Steven.
All right, Steven, hit that fucking bullseye.
There you go, Steve. There you
All
go.
right, Steven, right in there, buddy.
There you go, Steven.
There you go.
First timers, whatever time, strangely enough, we do it this way. If your time is 1.01 seconds, that's a 2-second bob.
Yeah.
Anything over the second mark is rounded up. So that was 7.84 seconds, which makes it an 8-second bob.
All right. All right, Steven.
You're next. Take care of that. Hey, don't think about your chicken.
What the lady?
Frozen man.
Drinking his hand to me. You know, I don't think he'll do better.
All right, Danielle.
Off to a good start.
Play now.
All right.
You're an all-star.
Get your game up.
Go.
Are you ready? Let me know.
Yes.
Okay, Danielle, get ready. Get set. And go! Get your
Fast enough, fast enough.
Good
Nice
patience.
presentation. She fought that one out of
You
there.
hung in there, yeah. We're gonna hang in there.
All right.
All right, we might start needing some water. We got a little low, a little low.
Darn is coming.
Incoming.
You can step up to the bench.
Oh, you're on pitching.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
All right, Danielle. 4.28 seconds. 5-second bob.
All right, boys. All right, boys.
Where's the bonfire?
The doctor's in the house.
We need some water, Dan.
Dr. Pepper's up.
Yeah, I've been doing all.
That's a little low.
Come on, dude.
They don't know what that means. You got this, Matt. No problem. You got it. Here we go, bud.
Nice and easy, nice and calm.
Yep. They're all in there waiting for it. Still in there waiting for you.
If you're comfortable with the jacket, bob with the jacket. If you're not, take the shit
I'm gonna
off.
bob in it.
All right.
All right, Matt. All the trash talking is done. The bitch slapping begins right here.
That's a prime.
Okay. Just remember, you're free to hold the outside. First time bobber.
I'll take a shake. I'll take a shake.
Good move.
Good call, sir. Good call.
Get a shake.
All right. Good.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, Matt. Get ready. Get set. And go! Get your apple.
Down.
There we go!
Oh, no!
Very nice.
Bring it up, bring it up. Much, Bob, sir.
The full package. The full package. Very nice.
Now, wipe that shit out.
You got 3.
Beautiful.
Come on, Matt. Costumes have strategy here.
All right,
Height, I didn't have
congratulations on a very fine first bob. 2.71 seconds.
All right, boy, that's exactly what we want. Well done, sir. 3-second bob. Great job.
The corpse. Scrape it off the road. Get that corpse out of here, yeah? It's a gruesome sport. Oh, yeah.
Hurrah! Step to the plate.
Okay, Nora, girl. Nora, you know full well the story. Let me know when you're ready.
That's right. I like that next one.
Can I get a little shake?
Yes, you may.
That's how I feel about that turn too.
Ooh. Those apples were in the middle. I don't know what you're talking
Am I?
Okay, Nora, get ready. Get set. And go! Get your app.
Get all the way. All the way.
Yeah, bring change something to the jacket.
Good job, Nora.
Difficult, huh?
Ron, you have man boobs.
Alright, Nora. Way to set the standard going into the rest of the night. You have a 1.88 second. 2 seconds.
Good job, Nora.
One more to earn your rusty.
Yes. One more and you're on to, yes, not just your silver, but your rusty. Could make all the difference. Alright, who do we have?
Big sky coming up. Let's get it.
I approve of the hat coming off. We
I'm just a little more nervous that I can't beat Leo. Like that's kind of where my bar stands. Is there a thing I put my hand up?
Alright, Sky, here we go.
Get low,
Alright,
boy.
Scott.
Get low, son.
I would like to request a shake.
You will get one.
Thank you, sir.
But I'd ask that you remove your cap from the sacred.
Let's take care of that.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew.
There we go. There we go.
Ooh, this is nerve-wracking. This is good, right? This is
Your boy's staring right in the face there, man.
There it is. You
Get low, and get it.
I'm ready.
Alright, Andrew, get ready. Get set. And go! Get your app.
Come on, Andrew. You got it. You got it. With it.
There it is!
Nice presentation. Nice presentation.
The hat.
Where is it? There it is.
If pee in your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
Okay,
guard too. That's why you pee your pants.
there you go. Take your time. Take your time. Set up.
I'm gonna take this off this one.
It's wet.
Ooh.
Alright.
Oh, solid ball.
13. Put it on the board.
Okay, Andrew, that's 4.35 seconds, a 5 second.
Brian.
That was pretty darn close to what I called.
Okay, how many people have bobbed?
3 men and 2 women.
So we can
Do one woman and we do a count.
After the lady.
After the ladies bob.
Yeah, they'll have 3 and 3. Yeah. Oh. The gnome is up.
Fiona, I'll help you out there. Let's knock him over.
No, you can't have the beer. Carry it. You want the bottle? The bottle of it.
Fiona, you okay? You sure? Yeah, you okay? You look well. That's not fair. That is not fair.
Yeah, boo. How could you?
Do we need a doctor?
Is there a doctor in the house?
He's a pepper.
Certainly may, Fiona.
Fiona? Okay.
All right, Fiona, get ready. Get set. And go! Get your app.
There you go.
Fast.
That was nice.
Fast. That was good.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
That was good.
Oh, God.
Oh. You hit the bobbing hen, Fiona.
Fiona, do you or bobbing historians know your personal best?
To
was last year.
Same. Oh, so 1.5 or 1.4?
No, 1.1.
1.19, I think.
Oh, so thank you, historians. I'm a poor historian.
Well, welcome to 1.07.
That was our difficult apple placement too. She had to go get it.
Yeah.
Here, Ellen.
If it was right there,
Oh, yeah.
she had to. That was the 0.7 was easily just.
No.
Wow.
Wait, Matt, hold my hair.
Tom, stand back. Stand back from the cold.
I'm scared.
Wrap up. All right. Let's get a time check after 3 rounds.
You choose now? Man have 16.
The women have 9.
We're up by 7.
Seconds?
7 second lead.
So we gotta.
Yeah, wait till something. Yeah, wait till Bob.
Oh, we could do the rest of them now?
We have to name it.
No, we have to.
They just got their stuff.
You can't. We can't throw a dart now.
They have it, yeah.
Yes, we have to name it.
All right, ladies, because you just had your second 2-second or better Bob, we now have to name your rusty dart of Notor. So just give us a moment.
I think there's. Mrs. Claudia is the only one, right?
My mother.
Not a chance.
Right. Yeah.
I think she's the only one not bobbing anyway. I think it has to be her.
After careful, I might add sensitive consultation.
Supportive.
And loving,
Yes.
supportive.
I love.
The gentlemen and Connor and Frank and have designated Karen Callagy. Rusty dart of no door, but you guys call when you want to use it,
Just has to be following one of your Bobs.
okay?
And then we'll designate the number need to be hit at that time.
What do the lads have? Nothing? One? Nobody?
Nobody.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, Tom.
All right. Let's bake some apples, son.
I want to front run.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. I like it. I like it, fam. You got those 3 right there are prompts.
I need you to tell me if I'm close to breaking the point. Come on. Just don't look.
I got you with the. Yeah, you're still good. You're still good.
Right there. I'm ready.
Now you're breaking.
Hold on. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, Tom, get ready, get set, and go! Get your apple.
Let's go, Tom! Let's go, Tom!
There we go, boy.
What's too good for children?
Oh, jeez. That's
It's up there.
It's gonna be up there for a while. We hit a new high. Come back 2. Come back 2 more. See right there? Zach Blondis.
It's like
Okay.
God's own applesauce.
Aside from the game, I'll be cleaning this up.
You might want to work with him for a while.
He's pushing the boundary. Okay.
Are you okay? I have my hair back in. Thank you.
You can do a dab if your hand's wet. If you want a towel. Yeah, it's got a towel over this guy's hand.
You okay? Let's do a heartbeat check. Oh shit! It's not good.
All right, you're good. Here we go, Tom.
Nope.
All right.
Sorry, I like
Tom,
that.
well done.
Well done, Tom.
You're in with a 2.28 second.
All right, Tom. Well done.
You're doing great. That's it. 3 seconds and under. That's all we need.
2.28.
I think you got a piece. Oh, is it water or apple?
Good for you.
That's all great. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't think of that one.
Oh my God. Katrina.
All right, Katrina.
Yeah, Katrina! Should be a question, by the way.
What was the question?
Oh, say it, my bad. Venus and
Football star, I'm saying.
Her older sister's nickname was Sandy.
Give us this rusty.
Yeah, not Hurricane Katrina. Yeah.
tomorrow.
great.
Here we go.
Take your time whenever you feel ready.
All right.
Okay, Katrina. Get ready, get set, and go! Get ready.
You gotta
Well done, sister.
Matt, how's that apple tasting? Drop it. I gotta pass it to Kevin.
Oh!
Not bad.
Nice job.
Nice try. Katrina, very good performance. What was the last mail, Bob?
2.2.
Okay. We're gaining on them. Next one, 3.14.
All right.
4 seconds up. Well done.
See it, Ron?
Water.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man needs an apple.
He's very gentle with that apple.
Oh, so that was a vicious toss.
This is why I stand back.
I think you need a shake, bro.
Wait for another. Yeah, try to have vitamin C.
I get it. Oh, this guy's swimming.
You're right.
What's the deal, man?
The apples are in motion.
You got this.
Rona, get ready, get set, and go! Get your
There you go, Ro. There you go, Ro. Blue 42. Blue 42. Set. Pike. Yeah, get it.
Sorry, ladies.
Is it legal to have your head? Okay, because now we've changed the color to a blood red.
Oh man, get Halloween.
Well, minutes make the grass grow green, baby.
Okay.
All right, Rona.
No.
Did you get your shot?
No, but it's a 3-second bob, but what is it?
Well, racing, Bob.
2.50.
Right, Ron. Make it go away, brother.
All right, 2.50.
Still respect it.
Right.
2.50.
You go with the camera for a bit.
3 seconds, Bob.
If it goes here. Yeah.
Okay, who's up?
Amanda. I'm the Joker. The Riddler.
Yeah, no, it's good. And then congratulations.
Right before I'm Frank. Before I'm Frank.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I think Rona made it a little red.
may I have your attention? Mr. Bergen, did you mind? One of the worst experiences a person can have in life is studying for the bar exam to be a lawyer. But one of the really worst experiences you could have is waiting for your test results.
It's worse than the test.
But Amanda has just passed the bar. And her rates are very reasonable. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Everyone.
Personally, I never thought one of Paul's children could ever possibly.
I don't believe it.
Maria's influence.
Forget Maria's mother.
Okay, Amanda, how you feeling? You ready? Take your time. Maybe a little more water there.
Water down that red.
The rent will be gone in a few bucks.
Okay, Amanda, whenever you're ready, let me know.
Yeah, keep those hands alive. Come on, Amanda, you got it. Can I get a shake?
You certainly can.
Smart.
Why don't you wait another 20 minutes before you No, come on. This is just between, this is
All right, I'm
between
ready.
two lawyers. You ready? Get ready. Get set. And go! Get your You're good. Take your time. Relax. Take your time.
You got it.
There you go.
All right, I give up.
Okay. All right, there you go. That is one of the most difficult things to do, and most of us have been there. I'm not finding it.
How?
Well done. You went in, what was it, 16 times, I think?
Sorry, ladies.
No.
Somebody say it's a riddle.
You get a chance to wipe it away with the
Yes,
dart toss.
well, that's true, yeah.
And Captain Shannon, you get a chance to call Silver Dart of No Door after it, or...
No, you're gonna take her dart. You're gonna do it now. You gotta do it now.
Sorry?
You gotta do it now if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, it replaces her.
Sorry, I have to be reminded of these rules.
We are gonna call those silver dart.
All right.
No door.
Karen, oh no.
Here we go,
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Nora.
I've gotta go.
By the way, Amanda, just so you know, that hell you went through, and will be feeling for the next 6 months, that was 24 seconds. It's amazing, it felt like probably the bar exam.
Like 6 minutes.
But congratulations on the bar.
Thank you.
Hey,
I
and
believe
thanks
so,
for screwing up this.
I'm not staying to
Tommy?
We needed a lifeline. We were really getting depressed over here. Oh, come on. Enough of that talk. Enough of that talk.
Connor, it's Sam.
Sam the man.
Sam the man.
Sam the man!
Guys are fucking apple.
No pressure. No, you can't breathe when you're in there.
Okay. A little more water. That's fine. Now we got a little more.
All right, Sam boy.
Yes.
Shake it up, baby.
That's why it's good to hand off the camera to someone else. You think you're very innovative.
Yeah,
You went to medical school after all. Yeah, you're good. This man.
how you doing, Sam? It's go ahead and get it, buddy. You got it.
Go! Get your out.
Come on, Sam. Coming out.
All right.
Go get that apple. Go get that apple. Yes. Actually, I've never seen one.
Toughest thing to do, Amanda, and then Sam go back in. Oh, that's tough to do.
Come on, Sam.
Yeah.
Just.
Is there an award for that?
He wants that award. Sam, you'll be turning into a lizard soon.
I've never seen that.
That was amazing. Sam, hold on.
Yeah, good recovery.
Sometimes the recovery is impressive. Sam went in and back in 4.63 seconds. Because he had his apple in about 1.5 seconds. That's how Way to be, man. Yes.
I did that with my first one. I just didn't.
I heard it dropping here.
I was like,
I have the cards over there.
but I couldn't get the rest of them. I'm like, come on.
Okay.
Alright, so last year we had the Hall of Fame.
We're gonna call our golden apple bobber. Good job at this point.
Very
So
glad.
Fiona's gonna come on here.
That's where I got it at.
The golden apple bob will be going low.
With other apples, therefore you have to get the one.
We usually take an apple or two out and put the golden in.
Well, now we go 6. Now, we did apple.
It's 6, but one of them is
One on now?
All right.
So you can pull it right out. So just point it out.
Pick an apple out.
Take an apple out.
Yeah, take them.
6 apples.
They're going to deal with the 60 seconds.
They're trying to get rid of the 60 seconds.
Now because
So it's supposed to be 6 apples in the cold.
Good call, Captain.
Oh, actually, no, that's 5. Yeah, I mean, so there's the choose this gold.
Okay, so that's 6 total.
Like them, same apples.
all right, listen up.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
The ladies have brought forward their golden apple bobber. The bob is only successful when the bobber emerges with the golden apple. Okay, it'll be one of 6. If she emerges, well, whatever her time, from 0 to 60, that substitutes for the time the ladies choose to erase.
Which is the highest.
Which is typically the highest score. Why would it be the highest? Right now, they have a minute charged against them because of what Amanda did.
Unbelievable.
And so that will now be substituted with Fiona's performance, okay?
Yeah, Fiona.
Is that room done?
We have golden apples. Shake with the golden apple.
Yeah, we lost shake.
Yeah, okay.
We lost shake.
Ready? You certainly may, young lady.
No, she's definitely 98% of the time she will get that a second half.
Okay, I'm ready.
That 60 seconds is going to count for a 3-second bob right now.
Hold on a second, Fiona.
Base.
Back away. My bad. I just want to point something out. I didn't want to have this be an issue.
You can't turn. Okay.
Fiona understands, the veteran that she is. In the heat of a bob and somebody's imbalanced, I'm not going to ever bother anybody for coming across the side, but I should have said early on, you're not to really break the plane of the extended line of the table.
Right.
It's very tempting to start when you're after the apple, to twist and
Twist it, yeah.
get over it, but you really can't. Unless it's to save your life, in which case it's fine. But other than that, stay above. Fiona knows that. Are you ready, Fiona? Okay, Fiona, get ready. Get set. And go! Get your apple.
I was like your face as it goes me.
No,
You were just like,
way to go.
Well, that's quite a...
that was the best thing I've ever seen. That was amazing.
Way to pick your friend up.
That's a 2-second bob.
So you can always count.
Just saying.
I just got it. I did it. I'm actually at my job now. That's
All right, Fiona.
And then whenever she goes open for me, I'll help her.
Oh!
Alright, Fiona.
All right. Fiona, those are back-to-back clutch bobs for you tonight. You started off with the 1.07, and you followed up as the golden apple bobber with a 1.12. That's a 2-second bob.
Second fastest golden apple on this.
So you just gained your team 58 seconds.
Lost them.
All right, Ronan.
No, hold there. So
now, yeah.
women's. This is the women's turn. You gotta put up another bobber.
Because we're going to add the golden apple
Yep.
bobber too.
But again, that doesn't count as.
Yeah, right.
It has to happen on their turn, but that doesn't count as their turn.
You got it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And approach.
Motherhood's tough. It's okay, Shannon. That's it.
She'll have a perfect bob to set an example for Bridges.
Flawless.
By the way, I always like to embarrass Shannon because she's been For many years, she used certain factors that were going on in her life to make us all feel bad. She played it like a Stradivarius. You know, oh, poor this, poor that. So we let the ladies win a few.
I spaced it out at least.
And now she parades in her child. Last year she was pregnant, this year it's the baby. I've learned something. Never stop. Okay, Shan, you can go now.
Here we go, Shannon. Let's go, Shannon!
Right in her wheelhouse.
Can I have a shake?
You certainly can.
Okay, I'm ready.
Get ready. Get set. Go! Get
Come on, Shannon!
You get more concerned as the rounds go on. It's amazing. I love watching it. I love the progression. Oh, I'm watching you, not
What's mom doing?
Here we go,
All right.
Channel.
Jan's the board though.
Bob, Channel, we go down.
Another stellar performance. You're in at 1.91 seconds. Good. 2 seconds left.
Chris, he's not worried at all. We're still in charge.
I can honestly say I've never been more confident.
Man, I can't
Here we go. Score. Score check, Ashley. Ashley, pay attention. Ashley, bring it in. Ashley, focus.
The men have 27 seconds.
The women have 17 seconds.
10 seconds, ain't nothing.
Try really hard.
You can't break the speed of light here, boy.
Solid 2. Hit us on the
0.00. Do I have it right on? 6 bobbers aside, plus the ladies have used their golden apple bobber.
That's correct.
And their silver
That's correct.
dart of no door.
Correct.
Okay. All these gimmicks. And just for strategic purposes, although Ashley has a sheet, to keep everything fair and up. What's the high score for the men?
8.
Okay. Just so you know,
Okay,
it's in
all right.
today.
8 seconds swing here, yeah.
seconds, you get it. Hold it down.
Maybe a 6.
You're holding it.
Un manzana, por favor.
Too bad. Yeah.
Un manzana, por favor.
More apple.
One apple.
Manzana, por favor.
Water. All right, Connor, sorry for the delay.
You're good, you're good.
Give you a little bit of water.
Hey, I appreciate that, Bob.
If you wanted it or not, it's better.
Yeah.
Shake or no?
Come on with.
It was spring break over here, Ronan.
Be mindful of this, Chad, not even though
All right, bro.
Fucking good to go, baby.
All right, Dad.
Are you ready?
Not over until fucking the fat lady sings.
You ready?
Give me about. Yeah, I'm good.
Get ready. Get set. Go! Get your apple.
There it is.
Well done, Connor.
Robin Ball.
Who's got a towel?
Bar towel. Straight from the shirt. Enjoy it.
Just a hand.
All right, Connor, let's hit this.
All right, Night King.
Bag of it.
Ron, you mind adjusting the dartboard? That 20 is crooked. It's pissing me off.
It's like a fucking champion.
That's much better. Thank you, sir.
There you go, perfect.
I keep forgetting.
Terrible.
All right,
Good fucking Bob!
double for it.
That's what I was going for. That's not. It's 2. It's high 2. It's high 1.
You're in at 1.846.
Hey, you need that.
2 seconds left. 1.847.
Jesus Christ, I think I won.
You got us more.
I went down there. I was like, where were the 3 apples I was going for?
Water.
There's nothing. Oh, it's down there. I had a pen. I was like, I looked right at the
I'm probably gonna need your undershirt when I'm done with it.
Pretty simple. All right, Kathleen, you let me know when you're ready, and if you want to step back and breathe again, do whatever you want.
It's good for once it's on the side.
I think I'm
Ready?
not my heels. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Kathleen, get ready.
Kathleen, you got it.
Get set, and go! Get your app.
Get in there.
Let's go!
Stay with it, Kathleen.
Get in there, your head in. Get in there.
Bobbing and heels.
Good job, good job.
They didn't explain.
A little help there.
Well done.
You should take my heels off.
No, that was great. Okay.
Good time.
Now, you know the deal. Hit the red or the black, and you get a 0.
There you go.
Here we go. Softball.
Wow. Great.
Kathleen, thank you for coming and sharing the evening. Thank you for bobbing and having the courage that I lacked. And you came in having to go back in a couple of times at 15.97 seconds.
Good job, good job.
A 16-second bob. Very well done. Now, as you know, Captain Shannon, you have the rusty guard of no door available, but it must be used following the bob you are seeking. Anytime we go. Oh, okay. Forget what I said.
Okay.
But you still have it in your pocket.
Thank you.
And,
Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
Wait!
Did you get a subject like a man? Walk like a man. Did you?
I've done it the first 3 times.
I do now. I mean, come on. Please.
Tradition's tradition.
Ow, ow.
Yeah, that's right. And keep it as tradition. He's coming for the whole team.
all right, Paul, let me know. First off, let me just, this is not a shake. I'm straightening things over. Now you can reassess.
Okay.
All right, Paul, get ready. Get set, and go! Get your apple.
There you go, Paul! Yeah, Paul! Yeah, Paul, baby! Go, baby! Yeah, Paul! Come on, boy!
Did you even go all the way in?
Apple doesn't fall far from the trainee. There you go, Paul.
The guard. My brother Paul.
Outstanding. Here you go, Paul. Make it 0.
Nice.
All right.
All right, Paul.
Well done.
Outstanding performance.
2.
1.18 seconds.
That would be three. Gotta work. Oh, my hands are full.
I will leave. I appreciate the duty.
My beard, please.
All right. Well done, Paul. Thank you.
That is the way.
Well done, sir.
No doubt, no
Give
doubt.
me a little more.
Better than that? That was me.
Maybe you know the drill. You want to shake it.
Let it simmer.
Paul, you didn't tell?
Thank you.
We now earned our rusty dart.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right,
You know
yeah.
when you're ready to go.
Go me. Okay.
Get ready.
That's a rusty
Get
dart,
set.
motherfucker.
And go. Get your up.
Come on, babe. Come on, babe.
Okay, mate. Oh, dart.
Come on, babe. There you go.
Okay. Outstanding, man. 2.12 seconds.
Oh, it's a big point. Big point. 1.2 in there. Big 1.2.
And excellent. The Council of Elders, you're very taken with it.
Shannon? After Paul's Bob, the men have earned their rusty dart of Mordor.
So you can designate now.
Designate our rusty dart.
So,
From a
Any
non-bobber.
non-bobber.
Non-Bob.
non-bobber.
John's not having it.
Non-bobber.
We have Anthony Coletti. We have Dan and Tony Venturini. We have. I'm already designated.
Yes.
Yeah.
John. John.
And John.
Yes,
John, you're not gonna bob?
Batman.
And John.
Unless Batman's bobbing.
John's good. No.
John's not bobbing.
Don't you realize we brought in the world champion dart team? Flew in from Bristol for the
That's good. That's good for you. That might have been me.
So our
Food apple a day keeps the food doctor away.
I've been told that.
Mr. Coletti. Let's go.
Oh,
You made a mistake, ladies. This guy's been waiting.
guys don't think we can do this.
okay. So, how many people left to bob for the ladies? Christine, Anton, Monica, Margaret, Caitlin.
And Agnes is inside.
Aunt Agnes?
Okay, that's right, yeah.
Ashley and Ashley.
You have 7 bobbers to go?
Right now on our roster, we have 6. We need an extra bob.
Why is that? Oh, because they added Amanda.
Yes.
Amanda Bob and Johnson.
Yeah. All right, we need to, we're gonna have to identify a third double bobber on the men's side.
We'll convene.
Paul's been, he didn't bring it back out, but it would have.
I think Paul earned it.
Yeah, they call
Keep
it.
recording. Harvey did.
There we go. That's the guy.
Well chosen.
I mean, I thought the 1 point. Wait, was it 1.17? I thought it was a little.
So, before we go inside,
No, it was just like.
Batman Bob. Batman.
we never made it back.
Mario.
You do it, Chuck.
Mario.
Who's up?
You.
It was in January. I'm in December.
He's January of '88.
The previous year.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there
My bad.
Collect yourself, young man.
you go. Well, that changes the configuration.
All right. A long way to go in this battle.
It's the heavyweight.
Big apple battle.
Here we go.
The MMA.
By the way, Eddie's, soldier Eddie's.
As you were.
I don't know if anybody looked this up. I was looking it up earlier because I can't believe I hadn't. Maybe I didn't forgot. But you know how everybody refers obviously to New York City as the Big Apple?
Of course.
You know why they do?
Because it's
Andrew knows.
Celtic for the Isle of Apples.
An Irish American sports writer referred to it as the Big Apple, and that everybody wants to come to New York because it's the biggest apple on the tree. But this was an Irish guy in like 1907, and I know he was bobbing for apples. Do you remember, did you do this when you guys were young? I know, I believe my brothers did, but we would have money or something.
Quarters and things
inserted in the apple.
So you
At
get
the apple, you got whatever prize was in it. Sometimes a razor blade. Hey, you want to play? You take it.
trick or treat, motherfucker.
When you get a quarter or something like that, which of course is big money. Oh my God, a quarter. But because the apple was the prize. So when you went like to a fair or a horse race, if you won, you didn't get money. It's like you got the quarter. That's why I said that's where it came from. It's like that's right here. But it's all about here in the Big Apple. Okay, soldier.
Shake it, Mario. Shake it, shake it, shake it. All right, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. Swing him, swing him, swing him. There we go, there we go, there we go.
Go by feeling. Go by feeling.
Yeah, you're good, soldier.
All right, Mario, get ready. Get set and go. Get your apple.
Yeah, man! Sub three. That has to be. No, it doesn't matter. Wipe it out. Wipe it out.
Wipe it out, it's a 0, bro.
Doesn't matter what it is.
All right, soldier, here we go.
Zero's better than anything else.
I like zeros. Good toss, Mario. Good toss, play all around, man.
Good work. Had to be 3. I lost.
Proud of you, brother, proud of you. Proud of you, Mario, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, showing up for Leo and your family. And you're in at a 1.87.
All right, son.
Thank you, Booster.
Okay, then.
You're in the hole. All right.
All right.
Okay, who we got? Christine, you ready to go? Let me know if you want to shake. We're moving along. We're picking up pace.
Yes, we love
All right, here we go.
Yes, there we go, Christine.
You got it.
All right, Christine.
Let's go, Christine.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Okay, Christine, get ready. Get set.
You got it.
And go! Get your ass.
It's yours, you got it.
Great work.
We're good. Guard it, dead set.
Sacrifices to the boss.
Nice. Good job. Christine, for your short performance, you're in at 2.40.
Personal best.
There we go. Every second counts. Every second counts. We still have our
Rusty, silver, golden. Next, Big Bob. Mess up, we're gonna go. We gotta go silver.
We got everything.
We got it all. Yeah, but gentlemen, so we're getting late in our lineup. Next group, it's got to be silver.
For them.
For us.
Oh, Aaron.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, because it's just like we're sitting on all of it right
Yeah,
now.
we got to spend some.
We got to spend it. I say next thing over 5, we go silver.
I'd say,
Yeah.
okay.
That makes sense.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We're all getting 2.
All right. Shannon, that warrior.
All right.
All right.
There we go. Use the force. Use the force.
All right, Aaron. Let me know if you want to shake.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice and easy, nice and easy.
Let me know when you're good.
Pick her out.
Yep. Find which one you want.
All right.
All right, Aaron, you ready? Get set and go get your apple.
Get it, boys. Get it. There we go. There we go.
Here we go. I like that. I like that. Now wipe it out.
I felt it. You've impressed them out. Let me tell you something, son.
Close enough. I respect it.
You want the
Aaron, you are clutch, my boy.
Have the suit on.
Hit that fucking bullseye.
Way to go, Aaron. Works with the other hand.
Well, hold it. I got plugged it in.
Aaron, hit you.
Aaron? You did a hell of a job there, boy, because you came in at 1.94.
Yeah, you will. We need you.
Oh my God.
Silver only went happened, right?
Go, Ashley.
Rusty.
It's whatever.
Somebody go to the
Yes.
Gotta take this guy.
Right now.
You want to unplug this one from that? It's like in the sleeve there. It's like right here. Idiots.
So golden hole in the pocket.
Yeah, you see it? That comes out.
Calm down a little.
Where we got?
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's a little
What do you look?
Hold the camera. One last thing. Hold the camera for a second. Now I got it. Woo, I was struggling. Alright, we're good. No longer dying.
There we go.
well,
Ashley's turn.
if you want to cheat.
Here, we're good.
Actually, let me know if you want to shake.
No, I'm like so everywhere.
Let me know when you're ready.
Come on, Ashley.
I think so. Yeah, do the one after the other.
Ready?
Go, Ashley.
Back respect,
Get
boys.
set. And go get your apple.
Come on, Ash! Stay with Ash! Come on, Ashley! Yeah, there we go.
On camera.
I forgot. I was like, oh,
She didn't do the hammer came out of the cauldron that he proposed to Ashley.
yeah, so.
Now she comes back to perfect story.
The tails of the time.
Wipe it out. Here we go. Wipe it out.
Wipe it out, hon.
Good job, Leo.
Give him that $20.
I mean that. Couldn't have went better. Actually, that's 15.15.
Not bad.
16 seconds, Bob. And way to hang with it. I've always, the most amazing thing is to go back in, go back in.
There's 3 entries? Yeah.
Your whole body is screaming, let me out of this. Thank you. Hold on. All right, who do we got?
Sandy Koufax.
All right, Koufax. Go to the bullpen.
How many more? How many more?
Yeah. Get it.
I think you got 4 or 5. 4? 5.
Yeah.
Who am I missing?
Wrong. What's the score right now?
Margaret,
Come and look.
Agnes, and Monica. 4. Who am I missing? You said 5? So it's Monica, Caitlin, Caitlin. Sorry, I missed you.
Okay, you want to do a score update?
Yeah, score update.
22.
Look how calm. This is fantastic. Just stay.
This is a mental
It's about staying. It's about just chilling. You're just picking your apple.
Another apple. Did I get rid of this bitten apple? That was so.
Yep. Apple replacement. Replace the apple.
What the hell is going on?
It's effect.
I don't want to watch this.
The men have 35.
All right.
Hold. The men have 35 seconds.
The women have 57.
Oh!
Usually you're more respectful than that. Welcome to the party.
I got 3 seconds.
Oh, so you're more by yourself.
One more time.
Listen.
57?
We got
35.
22 seconds until you have your rusty card.
It'll be Aladdin. I would do that.
Choose to put forward their rusty card. We decide what number to hit. If the numbers hit, they choose the highest spot on the left, but there's 2 16s, so they would choose between Kathleen and Ashley.
Yeah. That's correct. That's correct.
Matt, what we got? A little water, maybe? A little
Shake.
And a little water. I guess a little low.
It's looking less red, a little more pink now. It's dispersed. Then watered down.
I did also shake for the
All right, Matt, let me know when you're good.
Look for yours. Look for
All
yours.
right, Matthew.
Take your time.
Here we go.
Don't disappoint your daughter. You ready? Get set. And go! Get your apple.
Let's go! Get in there!
You got it, brother. You got it. There we go. Veteran extraction.
Well done.
Go, Matt. Go back and get all of them. You have the first one.
There we go. Take that bowl. Take your time. Take your time. Come on, Matt.
Lightning strikes twice, bro.
You got this, bro.
All right, Matt. Way to hang with it. 8.22 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, solid.
Very good. Very
He
good.
went up and
He collected himself. He got it. He had a terrible moment, and he didn't crumble.
It's the curling you were doing.
It's the crumbling you're worried about.
Getting ready?
That was Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve, I didn't realize. I don't know if I guessed that.
Hungry.
I am.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Thanks.
Monica rule. Monica, you don't want to shake?
Nothing good.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
Street
Okay.
Get ready, get set, and go! Get your
Let's go!
Alright, good job, bro.
A little bit of Monica.
I love you!
longest layoff between Bobs is. But you're certainly right up there at the 10-year mark. Yeah. And you strutted in here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And you brought home a 3.4 second. For a 4-second Bob.
17.
Control the game. Just gotta control the game.
There he is.
Who's our highest? Who's our highest?
Matt with 9.
Frank, did you take your medicine?
I think I'm good.
No, yeah.
It'll last another 30 seconds.
You remember that?
Oh, not that medicine.
Second play of my celebration.
Wait a minute, you give me challenge.
Shake there, Frank.
I think it's good.
You're good, all right, Frank. Let me know when you're ready.
Bacon, go off. We checked over there. Gotcha.
Like you go right, I go right.
There we go.
Get ready. Get set. And go!
Go get shot.
Alright, Frank. My God, that's incredible.
Such a man.
Alright, Frank.
Well done, sir. Proud of you.
3-4.
Fantastic.
Alright, this is second, Bob.
Towel somewhere?
This man needs a towel. My God!
I took a second to find
His
it.
nipples are sweating.
I took a second to make sure I got it.
No. Yeah.
Before coming
Came
out.
Secured? No.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game right now. It's controlled. Right now it's controlled. Controlled.
Beautiful. All right.
You can exchange a. Yeah.
I'll take a shake.
Grab something to be exchanged.
There is a bite in one apple, but you. That's sufficient.
Okay. Get ready. Get set. And go! Get your
Come on, Katie, go, Here you go, Katie.
Get wet. Get in there. Guys, you got time. Keep it going in. Get low. Get in. Get the head in there. There it is. Oh. You're so good. You got time.
Wipe it out.
All right.
That's you?
That was. You know what, Caitlin? If we have an award and we don't.
And we don't.
I'm trying to get a little. Sorry, no, you're good. You're good, sir.
Oh, yes.
I thank you.
Persistent, determined bobber, you would truly win it. That was outstanding. And I really like the 31.24 second part. No?
Crickets.
I know.
Too soon?
32
seconds.
Dad, I gotta take a pause. The video's acting like. Give me a signal. Give me a pause.
All right, folks, we're having a little pause here. All right, Ronan, you have 6. Do you want to shake?
No, we're good.
All right, Ronan, let me know.
Can I get a
Readjustment of the
rotation
cauldron.
of the cauldron?
It's not
Yes.
Well, that's not even a shake, right?
There you go.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, Ronan, you ready?
Yep.
All right, get ready. Get set. And go get your up!
Come on, Ronan.
There we go. Oh, sorry, Ron. Here, hold it, Matt, grab the camera.
You right? Yeah. So you gotta pay a price. Right.
Give us a minute, dart, please. Plug the game, man.
Hit the Spanish shield.
Give us a minute, dart.
All right, Ronan, wipe it out. Here's go right in. Nicely done.
You'll see. I don't know if there was that 3 over here.
Second.
Still say 3?
Here we go. Second.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Leave it out there.
Go, Ben. Yes, sir.
No, you're good. I'm sorry.
There's been way better performances. So.
Let me know if you want a shift or a shake.
Take it like it is.
I said no.
You sure?
Yeah, tell him.
All right, Ann. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm bacon, no shake.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Ann, get ready. Get set. And go! Get your
Let's go.
It was consistent with your costume.
It's the sweetest, at least violent celebration.
All right. And the board.
On the board.
The man hasn't died for the board. And nicely done. You're in at 2.38 seconds.
All right.
All right.
Does that matter? If you want to cut it, you can
Ready to
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me know. Want a shake? No. Let me know when you're ready to go. I'm ready. Get ready. Get set. And go! Get your apple.
Come on, Connor. Yeah, Connor. There you go.
Excellent pause. You stayed in there.
Knocked it out of the way. No, I'm good. I'm just going to wash my hands. Dry my hands.
You did that, Bob, for following you hungry. Good job.
Let it out, baby.
Hitting the game.
That's the bull.
All right, Connor. You know what you did? It was a demonstration in the art of hanging with it. Stayed in there, caught his breath sort of somehow like a fish. Like an amphibian.
5.81.
And it came in with 6.84.
It's okay. It's all right.
6.84 seconds.
We had wiggle room. That's right.
7 second Bob.
Acceleration invoking.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then the gold.
That's it.
Short. That's the last chance. I say.
Miss Margaret, approach. Heidi, approach.
Yodeling.
Oh, yeah?
All right, Heidi, let me, want to shake? Want to straighten it out for you? Okay. All right, Morgan, you ready? Get set. Go! Get your out.
There you go.
Never happened. All right, Margaret.
Not what I expected.
I apologize for biting through those apples, Mom. If that was making it more difficult. That fucking guy.
Come on, Margaret, wipe it away.
Never bit through one of my life. Bit through 3.
All right, Mark.
You know what? It's managing time. You managed it.
No, it's
No, yeah, no,
beautiful.
no, I didn't. No panicking. This fucking guy. I ate the shit out of it. Couldn't pick it up.
Yes, as I came out, that was the worst, and I was like, no, I have to go 4 apples in.
All right, folks, that was, listen up. That was a 5.30 second Bob. 6-second Bob. Okay, what do we got?
One Bob to go.
Oh, I think I'm last.
We have,
Yes.
So,
we have,
Paul and Agnes.
and then Agnes.
Now.
Yeah. So what's if we're gonna use our rusty,
We have to do it.
we have to do it
Now.
Well, we could do that.
at the end.
This has got to be our turn, though.
It's gotta be our turn.
Oh, we could do it.
So this is
If
the
the
last
women, if the
time
women
we
do
have-
theirs, we could do ours. No, we went
No, we
first.
could do this.
No, we have to do ours before.
Yeah, so
We're gonna
We have
vote
to-
for Rusty.
But we could Bob. The last person to Bob for us was gonna be who? Paul. We could do it right after Paul.
What about the silver?
Yeah, I would say lose the rusty. I would. After Paul.
Yeah. So the silver.
We should do the silver dart now.
Silver dart.
So silver has to be done now.
Yeah.
And then Rusty has to be after his Bob.
No, it's
Right?
Sorry, I'm screwing that up.
No.
Is that right? So silver now, and then Rusty.
here's a
now.
tally.
Correct? House succession.
Fiona, do you have a
Tally.
102 seconds.
56 seconds.
Yeah, wait for someone to win. Yeah.
Okay.
Only.
So wait, wait, wait.
Yeah, only one.
Not a minute two, Fiona?
Not a minute.
Not a minute two.
Taking the dart out of his hand unless it's like.
So
1 minute 42.
We have a 46-second, no.
wait, Rusty actually.
They have 40.
Bob or Rusty or both.
For 44,
We do
46.
both.
What do we have?
46.
46, I'm sorry.
It's an exercise.
Or Bob.
56.
Probably like a
What's
silver
the score? I'm sorry.
You have 44 seconds between
Give me again. What is 102? What do we have?
56.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 4 and 46. 46, yeah.
46-second.
Which means
Okay.
we're doing Rusty and then we'll do 9.
9.
Well, yeah.
It's good to go.
For the golden apple. We keep that.
And Bob will do his thing.
Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, Anthony.
The last Bob.
Okay.
Pablo.
Wait, was waiting for after. Yeah. All right.
Man's back. The man is back.
This little man, little
You've seen him
H2O.
before. He's back.
Is that a banana in your pocket?
They call it the snap apple, where his forefathers came from.
No agua.
In Newfoundland, it's known as the snap apple. Here he comes
More water then?
to snap his apple.
That's
It's a little low. It's a little low.
If not his neck.
I'm not going to say no.
Low tide, low tide.
That's low tide right there.
Low tide, there we go.
All right, it has to be at least to the lip.
Might have to go into the
Can't get that.
files.
Some more than that.
A little more.
Yeah.
We lost a lot
Say
of
some
water.
1 or 2 more. There you go.
Finish it out, Paul. There we go.
Here we go, Paul.
A little more.
One more would be good.
A lot of water came out recently.
We lost a lot of water.
That's about right. Give or take.
All right. This is our last bobber, unless we choose to.
Golden or rust.
After we can choose the Rusty and the golden.
After this
silver we
bob.
cannot.
After Bob, yeah.
Before the ladies bob.
Silver we
Correct.
go for that.
All right, Paul, let me know.
Definitely like a shake.
We got it.
Two stuck together.
Absolutely.
Two stuck together.
Shake it.
I like it.
All right, Paul, get ready, get set, and go! Get your apple.
There we go. There's a pro. There's a pro.
It's no fluke. It's no fluke. It's no fluke.
It's no fluke. It's no fluke.
Slam the other half. And the dart.
Some apples got in the way. That's good.
Right tonight. 1.37 seconds.
There we go, son.
Woo!
Calvinite.
It's no fluke. It's no fluke.
Yeah, seriously. Fastest too.
So boys.
Is there anything to do? We're going for different. Do we go golden? Do we go rust?
No. You say golden because if you always put rusty first. Because you give another, if it's hit, you give another chance and they can bob. If they get a 60, correct.
Yes.
We should go rust right now.
We have to go rusty right now.
But it's not our turn.
No, we have to go. We know.
We have to go now.
If we yield the floor to them, we're done. They have home field advantage.
We have to go rusty now.
We have to do now.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so then rusty.
Yes.
We're gonna rust.
Rusty! 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 Rusty!
Call the number.
Captain for the female, for the women.
They're talking it over. They
They know what they know what's going on.
All right. We have Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Just hit number 12.
Oh, that's right.
All right, number 2.
Now, here's what happened.
Where is that?
You don't have to get a triple 12.
If our rusty dart of no door hits number 12, and that's anywhere, including the double or triple, in case anybody wants to get smart, then that entitles us to have one of our bobbers rebob and substitute that time for the earlier time. Anthony, lead us to glory. Oh! You said 10.
I meant 10.
Well done.
You said 10, right?
Do we want to go golden?
Go golden! Go golden!
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we eliminating?
I guess
15?
the highest one.
I mean, yes, I highly doubt that I'm going to get a 50-second bob. But in essence, if I do,
It's already won. It's the only thing that could hurt.
How could they possibly beat us right now? That's the question. If we can't lose, we're not gonna. But if they get a rusty,
We don't have to.
who gets a 0? They've already won golden, so it's only the rusty and the so the most they could add is 0 seconds. Like that's
The
the
most
least
they
they
can
can
take away is their next highest score.
Yeah, which is what?
So if they replace that with a 0 because they hit the bullseye,
Yeah.
take off 32.
And we're already in.
We're still up
We
by
still
the-
we still win. So if we take a 0 for a 32, we still win by 14 seconds. 14 seconds.
So
Then
we're
we're
good.
No brainer! No brainer!
You ready yet?
Then let me know if you want to shake.
It's the bench that kills me.
I know it's not.
Figure out what you want before you go.
Is it possible to scoot it back just a little bit? Because then I think I would be more comfortable.
And you can stand up and do it, yeah.
There you go, Angus. Go.
We're ready? Then set. And go! Get your
Yes! You got it, girl. You got it away. Let it, girl.
Well done.
Top 10 of it.
Clutch. Standing all night in the cold, damp garage for 4.16 seconds. Wow. All right, 5 seconds left. Well done. Is that the first 80-year-old bobber? Not the last. Well done, Angus. All right, so we're done.
We did have some people just arrived. You guys want to get wet?
Well, hold on. Tournaments?
Yeah.
Not yet. That's
30 seconds.
We're done. Because the other strategy was,
yes, but you bob for bobbing's sake, so the tournament's not over.
the last bob.
Because they can go on a rusty dart, they hit the rusty dart, they rebob, they can cut 30 seconds off their time.
Okay.
All right,
You go the full length there.
Well, that's it. Unless somebody else wants to.
Rusty! Rusty! Rusty!
All right. Are you right-handed, sir?
Yes, I am.
Oh, she's gonna favor that side. Okay.
Go against him.
I got you. 13.
Okay, lucky 13.
All right, lucky 13.
There you go.
We'll put it. You put the numbers shoes in. I love this man. I love this man.
This is a new rule. Now hold on, Karen. Ronald, what's going to be eliminated if or the possibility to adjust?
It's always up to.
What's the next highest score left?
They could choose anybody, but Caitlin could choose to rebob at a 32, or we have Kathleen at 16, Ashley at 16. They have whatever they want.
So you have the options. You got to figure out.
That Bobber has to come back. Okay. Yes.
I would have thought you've already figured that out, but we'll see.
13.
I want to hit.
Epic.
Oh! The bullseye was in it.
Very good. Next year. All right, may we have the final tallies, and please, scorekeepers, check with your adversaries. Go over it.
The focusing helped get it done. I think that we came in ready to go.
You came in to get our fucking out.
We were ready to go.
It wasn't pretty.
But and people with different struggles.
The entire run.
Yeah.
No one
No, exactly. That's why we got in our heads. No panic.
All right.
It does not exist.
It's here. That's right.
When you're here,
Ronan,
it does not exist.
as challenges to the defending champion women's team, what did Uncle Steve's team deliver tonight? Give us the final score.
58 seconds.
58 seconds. As spokesperson for Captain Shannon's squad that came in here as defending champions and performed shamefully. What is your tally?
107 seconds.
All right, guys.
Minute 47.
Oh man. Oh my goodness.
Brother Steve.
Celebration.
the booby first.
I'm sorry.
But hold on, I want to hold that guy too.
I'm waiting so
Delayment of gratification.
You good? You good? Nicely done. Thanks for reminding me of how this works. Captain Shannon. With your child in your she's not going to be harmless. Shannon, you've done a great job allowing the time. Tonight, you deserve, on behalf of your team, the Booby Prize. Would you lead your squad in a walk of shame around the Colton?
Put your heads down.
I am ashamed.
Lower, put him lower. Put him down low.
In front of Riady too. The princess of filth.
Richard, it wasn't your fault.
done, ladies. Back right. All right.
Captain Steve.
So, ladies, it's been nice having the bob, but we are awarding this to the men's team tonight for their phenomenal sub-minute performance.
That was phenomenal.
Oh, good.
Good job, boys.
Good job. Double Bob.
Killer, Bob.
Oh yeah.
Killer, Bob.
All right, doctor.
Oh yeah.
Baby boy.
Read it. Oh, my beer. That's it. That's fantastic.
We had to focus.
No, we had to focus.
That's it.
Came in, we were no scattering, no panic.
Just ready to win.
Post-game interview.
So Frank, how do you feel about tonight's win?
Can we interview Bob? The Bob.
We need to. Yeah, we need to.
Here you go.
I like scotch.
Yes. So we all, if we want to, can share in this delightful time together as one. We have a few awards to give out. Let's get that done. So we have last year's Bobbing Hen winner. Fiona, who is she awarding this to? Herself.
The earlier trivia question, if the answer Fiona was incorrect at that time, Fiona has now won 3 years in a row.
Wow.
2 years in a row? Just 2. 3 of the last 4.
There you go.
That was the answer.
We will get to the answers very soon.
Paul twice.
Paul twice.
I am so very proud of this guy with this penis over here. He came through the way he
Talk
did.
about the rooster.
Paul.
Start with the penis. It all starts
It all starts with
Dick, bro.
I can't wait to hear it.
Congratulations. Well fucking earned. Good yard.
Only 2 times.
Well, now withdraw, or I think there are more Council of Elder members than not. Maybe the Council of Elders will stay right here. That's everybody over 30. And everybody under 30, get out of here.
Hey, young guy.
There we go. Yeah.
It's so nice to have you enjoy.
Okay.
Silence in the garage, please.
It is our privilege to present the Sockna Sound Award to the resident doctor in the house, Mr. Matthew Hastings.
Live oxygen.
Yes.
Man, school was tough, but this was tougher. Time. Let's go.
Okay. Many of us here have the distinct honor and privilege of belonging to the IchaBob Crane Bobbing Hall of Fame.
Eagle Hall of Fame.
Sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long time. The IchaBob Crane Bobbing Eagle Hall of Fame. If I had the statue, I would have.
That's right, yeah.
It's still in the house, I guess. So, those who belong will don their witch hats, as Marcus is procuring. And those who do not belong must leave the garage.
Oh, Mark, I got two. Sorry.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that the council can decide whether anyone has earned induction into the Hall of Fame. I'd ask everyone just to step outside for a moment.
Wait, who's not in?
Who's not in? Get the hell out of here.
Yes, this is club of members only, pal. Members only.
Katrina's got hers. Steven, you're trying with the wig. I appreciate it.
There we go.
Yes, Agnes is in. Yes.
You've been in since like 2008
Yes.
or 9. Is your name engraved on the trophy?
Okay. It's bobbing. There you go.
You're hired.
Bobbing. Yes. Later on, you can come up and take a closer look if you'd like. Okay. The council. Is everybody in?
Everybody's in.
Regurgitating is what it is.
Thank you, Tony. It's bobbing, Tony. The IchaBob Puking Eagle Hall of Fame. Okay. The Council of Elders has spoken, and its word, as you know, is fun. We have this year another fairly large class of inductees. And because my brain has ceased to function, I'm likely to forget one or two. So if someone can please remind me of what I've forgotten. Looking around. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, I see 4. I got him.
You got him, Chris?
Oh, hold on, I got him. No. Am I wearing my witch's feather rakish angle? Okay.
It's a little floppy.
Ladies and gentlemen, some of you know him as Tom.
Oh.
Some of you know him as, what's her name again?
Oh shit! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Some of you know him as Bear. Yeah. There's you. Some of you know him as a sexual pervert wanted in 14 states.
It's only 9.
Oh, wait, yeah, what are we talking about? Sorry.
Tree and half at best.
Our first inductee tonight is Mr. Tom Baker. Come on up!
Feels good.
And I'm destroying the trophy? Everyone's initials who've been inducted appears on this, like the Stanley Cup, but only by our initials, but he's knocking them all off.
I'm a really dervish of destruction. I'm very sorry about that, but it feels great to be in it.
Are you done? I'm afraid you're going to destroy this.
No, bring it in.
There it is, my man.
You got the last name Callagy. Bring it in. You gotta give it up, man. Release the trophy. It feels great. It feels great. Bring it in. Callagy, but I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in. Oh, bring it in. All the Callagys. Bring it in.
Very well, brother.
It counts. We have a place. We have a place.
Our second inductee has already sort of been introduced tonight. She's done us the incredible favor of coming a distance, traveling by herself to share the night, a decade removed from our last time together. She came in costume. She behaved abysmally. But then again, it was just like 10 years ago. Please join me in welcoming the great Monica. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. What a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
That was called dignity.
I can't hear. I'm too busy celebrating.
Thank you. We're going to party tonight. Get back to work tomorrow. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think some of us somehow always had a little space in our heart for a guy named Sam. That guy who would walk into a cold, dank garage and start to strip. And I think he would have taken all his clothes.
He was ready to. He was ready to.
And was ready, only the second human in history, to walk through the door, doesn't know anybody basically here outside of, Katrina and the Calagys. Assuming they've ever laid eyes on a guy like you. And if you did, and this still was permitted, well, we can talk. But anyway, we all have a place in our heart for a guy named Sam.
Yeah!
Our last inductee.
Yes.
Before we sort of finish.
Yes. Come on, girl.
This inductee is near and dear to my life and my heart. He was a frequent visitor to our home, Dorada, for many years, and always a delight and a great joy to talk to and laugh and share and think and all the rest. She was deported to the Czech Republic under an extradition treaty, and she did serve several years in hard labor. But
she's out now.
She's out. She's good. She's really good. She's our Danielle. Here's the thing, I'm going to go in and get a little Indian peace pipe, which my brother and sister-in-law and family brought back from Prince Edward Island.
Yes.
And it's a Micmac
Patty
pipe.
whack.
And we call it the Micmac Patty Whack pipe of peace.
What's going on with this?
You don't have to smoke the pipe, but we pass it around to enjoy the sense of unity and celebration.
Crinkly it is, man.
You know, wash that
I'm in the fucking
walk
Hall
of
of
shame
Fame.
out of your mouth.
Can't iron my point?
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, forget about it. I mean, it's hard to forget.
This guy. This guy's got
Yeah, but look at
Yes.
the trivia.
Yes. Yeah, so while we're getting the knick-knack out, I'll go over with the help of my wife and Ronan.
You were holding it.
We'll go over the answers to the Bobbing trivia, which I appreciate everyone who submitted an answer sheet. We've got 6 or below, friend. So, how many tournaments wins do the women and men have respectively? The women had 6. Men had 12, and there's now 13.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
I overestimated.
I did that. I thought the women had
Women, they lost a lot before they started winning.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone got that question.
I didn't have that at all.
I got one of those numbers right.
In what year was the Bobbing Bowl introduced? It was 2008 when we started throwing darts to eliminate our time.
Who was the first to hit it?
The first to hit it was Nora. She was the fourth person to throw that year. And then during the snowstorm, we had Matt McGinley hit it. And then Matt Callagy hit it in 2014, 5 years ago.
Yes, and go back.
Matt Shoemaker, no, that's later on.
Here we go.
And what year was the South to Sound? The Hawk of Halloween Award introduced. That was 2009. And I'll do it before my pass it off.
10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so the South to Sound is 10 years old.
I was thinking
For the
today.
Celtic
I remember
people, where
bobbing
was
at
the seed
Coach
of the
Light.
soul
Yes,
believed to
crazy.
be
I was
held
thinking
in
of
the
that pretty
skull?
soon,
It was
'cause that
the
was
head
the
or
point.
skull. I think
I
the
know.
head's cool here.
We never invited Tony
This
the
is the
Pony.
skull. We're bobbing for skulls here.
Who were the first Bobbing Hen and Rooster Award winners,
Does head
respectively?
count? I said head instead of
It's
skull.
B. It's Matt McGinley and Kim Camerino.
It was that. Okay.
Up until Connor Callagy's .96 second bobbing effort in 2018, what was the fastest bob of all time? 1.00 flat by Steve.
Oh!
No.
7.
Steve Callagy the second.
The second, not the first. Don't let him take the credit.
You are the only 2 bobbers ever to tie for their squad's fastest bob, and he just walked in the building not too long ago. But myself and Mr. Weiss tied at 1.35 for the low.
Who's this guy?
Question number 8. Which of the following bobbers has not successfully completed the bob and goal? It's D. It's Matt Shoemaker. McGinley, Nora, and Matt Callagy have all hit. 9.
Number 9. As of 2018, how many bobbers have been inducted into the IchaBob Crane Bobbing Eagle Hall of Fame? The answer was 43. B.
43. Now we're at 47.
The most renowned tournament rule is the Monica rule, which penalizes bobbers for breaking the plane of the cauldron with something other than their heads. In what year was Monica Griffin penalized for her infamous violation? Monica, do you know?
She got it wrong.
2008.
No.
It was 2009. Precisely how many bobbing efforts have there been since 2006? The answer
That was a
is
tough
D,
one.
342.
Let's go with that one. That's what I got right. I think.
For tonight. 2009 marked the first year the tournament would go to an overtime bob-off. Unfortunately, this should never have occurred. What was the name of the bobber whose time was left unaccounted for and forced the bob-off that wasn't?
Mario.
It was C, Nicole Campion.
I think you were one of the choices.
What is the name of the legendary Celtic island, which translates as the Isle or Land of Apples? It is Avalon.
Avalon, right
Babe,
there.
nice job.
Got that right. I got that right because I Googled it.
Since 1998, there has only been one non-competitive apple bobbing
ripping ass
friendly,
back here.
which was held in 2011 because of the snowstorm. Which bobber bobbed first that year? We didn't bob in age order. It was Travis McKeveny.
See, I knew that, and I picked the ages, and I said name.
Which of the following South to Sound Award winners has never shared the much coveted award? It was B, John Patachik, who has won twice, but he never shared the award.
John, by the way, extended his hellos to everybody. He's on a fellowship, a writing fellowship in Provincetown, Cape Cod, and kind of really can't get there, but he's up there scribbling away. But John says hello.
The following quote is credited to which Hall of Fame bobber? A terrible moment and then the crumbling. And it's the crumbling you worry about. And that was Steve Callagy.
No crumbling today.
No, that's it. Although it didn't look
No way.
too good in the early going.
No, yeah, I was like, ooh.
We can't stick to the ground.
Which of the following, 17, which of the following resulted in the only ever cancellation of the Halloween party? C, Hurricane Sandy.
Of course.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Had no power. 18, Clontarf whiskey was served at the close of the 2008 tournament. In what year did Brian Boru meet his glorious end, defeating the Vikings at Clontarf?
1,000 change.
D, 1014.
Okay.
According to the apple bobbing rules and regulations, every bobber must double bob before they triple bob.
That was supposed to be a gimme. I don't know.
On the way up.
I never played a question. I didn't know how to answer that.
No.
I said,
Yeah, only the real
I was like, they must take a
I
shot.
told John, I was like, no, is this a timer?
I didn't know what that question was. I was like,
Number
oh, they
20,
must take a
while there
shot.
have been 3 golden apple bobbers for the men, there has only been 1 for the woman. Her name is Fiona.
Thanks, Fiona. Thanks, Fiona.
How many golden apple bobs has Fiona performed in her 11-year tenure? 7. Now 8 in her 12-year tenure. Which Bobbing Hen or Bobbing Rooster winner is the only bobber to ever win the award in 3 consecutive efforts? That's our Captain Shannon Callagy.
Oh, Shannon.
No-brainer. That's a
no-brainer.
I'll
circle that one, I didn't even know.
20 responses, which is very appropriate for the 20 years since the competitive tournament began.
And who won? And we all suck.
And the winner was Nora Callagy.
Come forward and receive your 5 franc coin. How many is here?
Now, you can go to Switzerland and spend it if you want, or you can save it and give it out to next year's winner.
Go to Switzerland next year.
A lot of cheese in Switzerland for that.
Hey, what expense?
By the way, they have really nice coins in Switzerland.
One expense. I like it.
Oh.
Appropriate time for that.
And Matt, this is a sacred element of the knick-knack tradition. This will not be filmed. Thank you for letting me use your phone.
Shit, man. Fuck you. That's right. I can sit out, man. I could crop that out.